it later and work out what we're talking about, which is the how to actually post and do stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll do it like a screen share, so that's how we can all see. First of all, we'll check that it works before I do that. But are you logged in?
I am. I can see it says live, and I see group chat.
No.
Yes.
I don't mean on the Google. I mean, are you logged into the Greater Life for All?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. Let me
Let's do that then. And then we'll get that done, because that's what we want to...
Okay. So
Right, so do you have the...
let me go to the site here. Where do I go for the site? I don't remember. I would have to go check the email.
I'll
Okay.
send it here into the chat. Here's the chat. How's Panama, by the way?
Ah, there it is.
Click on that. It should give you a chance to log in.
Okay. Now I have to remember all my good user word and all that good stuff. Let's see if I can remember.
Oh, don't worry about remembering. Just make up a new one every time you go. It should work.
Okay, let's see here. Because I thought the message was that once we register, that we would receive some kind of input from Gravatar about login and those kinds of things. So I said, okay, I haven't received anything yet.
No worries. I've actually had to do some pretend work for the last few days. I call my consulting work pretend work, because this is the real work.
Oh,
last few days
it's not letting me log in, so apparently I don't know what my username is. I thought it was just my email.
I've got you. Hang on a sec. Users. I'm going to have a look. I should be able to see it from here. Bryan Sykes. Your email is brianbsykes@gmail.com.
Right.
And it may not let me see your password. I can change your password to a new password that you can remember, and then you can log in.
Let me try it one more time. 03 capital G.
Brian B. Sykes. Got the B in there. Brian B. Sykes.
Bernard. M1A.
I love the birds. It's so good.
So you can hear it.
Oh yeah, the birds.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the password because this is not working.
Okay, right. Okay, I'll create a new password. Just do a temporary one for now. You can always change it to anything you like. I mean, it doesn't have to be that secure. So just anything.
So now they sent something to the e-box. Okay. This is the drama part of all this technology that is.
What are you doing now? I can change your password here. Have you just asked for it to be reset or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And they said they're going to send something to the email.
Yeah. But then you've got to go to your email and check. I can do that from here, you see. It's all right. Doesn't matter.
Okay. brianbsykes@gmail.com. Okay. Get new password.
No, you don't need to.
Oh, okay. So you're changing it?
Just tell me what you want your password to be, and then you'll just log in directly with that. So, for example,
you can do that.
Yeah. Okay. We're just going to do. I'm just going to type in World Cup 2014. Oh, it says very weak. It doesn't like that one. Okay. Okay. You can change it later.
Use let's see if I can remember one. 3, the number 3.
Yeah.
Small t.
What?
Small T as in Tom.
Yep.
O, small case O.
Yep.
Capital P as in Paul.
Yep.
Small case B as in Brian.
Yep.
1, the number.
Yep.
Capital M as in Mary.
Yeah.
And then Z as in zebra. So 3T.
Capital or lowercase?
Lowercase. So it's 3TO, capital P, B, 1, capital M, Z. That's a password that was just generated, so it seems like it's a pretty strong one.
They allowed it. They said it was weak. I said, what the hell do you expect for the password? Right. Now when you log in with brianbsykes@gmail.com, you will be able to use that same password.
Okay, so let's try it right now.
And then you'll be able to see the same screen as me.
P, 1, M, Z. Now let's see. Enter error invalid username. Huh.
Did you try?
This is... Wow.
Brian B,
This is
the
odd.
same one, brianbsykes@gmail.com?
Yes.
Was it, does it give the option to enter your email address or username, or does it say username?
It says username and then password.
Ah, right. Well, your username, sometimes it says email or username. Your username, bizarrely, is Bryan Sykes with no B. So it's just Bryan Sykes.
Oh. That's probably the challenge.
And the password is the one you just set. You in?
So does Brian have to be separate?
All lowercase.
Like,
all lowercase, Bryan Sykes, no spaces.
okay, I tried that.
With the new password we just created.
3TOPB 1 capital MZ. Ah, still not working. This is so bizarre.
The one that
I
you
know
just
how to spell.
Try it
Spell
again.
my name. Bryan Sykes. 3TO capital P.
Yeah.
B 1 capital M Z. Log in. Nada. Oh my goodness. That is so bizarre.
What? This is ridiculous. Yeah. Okay.
See, that's a lot of drama for 4 minutes already.
It shouldn't be this hard. I had a call with I started developing the app, the Greater Life for All app, right? Which is going to be so much fun. I got a developer on the. Actually, Sam's really kind of pulling it together, but I found a designer, a user interface designer in the UK, and he's amazing. And so we tried to have a conference call today, and because he wasn't signed up to Google Plus and he didn't have the Google Talk plugin, we tried something else which didn't work, and then we tried Skype, and then I didn't have Skype on my computer, and then it's like, oh, it's such a ball ache. It really was. And you know, this stuff shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I suppose it's like anything.
Exactly.
Time to set up the first time.
This is
right.
The kind of stuff that keeps me away from technology, because I said, okay, you know, I could have just, my script is always running. I could have been doing something else with those 4 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. We are going to. I'm going to try and log in as you from here and see what happens. On a different. I won't log out. So. Oh. Greater Life for All. Admin. Word. Right. Username Bryan Sykes.
I don't remember if did I have to create a username for Gravatar? Are they asking for the same? Let me see here. No. Is it B Sykes?
It doesn't work.
That's one of the, I guess, am I supposed to receive, once you register at the Gravatar site, which I did, and that was the original question that I was asking you, are you supposed to receive something as far as confirmation?
No, it's
Because
not
it did
working.
tell me that I was registered, but I thought the directions from Steve, as I was looking at the chat box, say once you register at the Gravatar site that you're going to receive some kind of instructions and it'll all be clear from there. So that's what I was sitting around waiting for this. And when it didn't come, I said, okay, what's going on here?
I'm sort of waiting as well. I'm not sure that I'm not sure Steve really understands that even us quite bright people don't know exactly what to do. So I can't log in as you now. I just tried to change your password so it's basically not working, which is a kind of. So you can't log into it.
Yeah.
Okay, try resetting your password then. Try, if it says forgot password, try clicking on that and seeing what happens.
Okay.
Now you'll have to put your email address in. It should email then. Yeah.
In fact, they've already sent an email and says, hey, you can reset. Someone requested that the password be reset for the following count, and username is Bryan Sykes. So why didn't it do anything? Okay, then.
Well, we'll try resetting it now. Maybe it will reset it from there.
Okay, so where do I go to do that?
If you click, doesn't it say click
Once I
link?
click that link, it goes back to the site. So where do I go on the site?
Well, no, doesn't it say reset password?
No, it just goes back to the site. It says Greater Life for All from that link. And it's basically the home site. It has home, about, blog, contact.
Yeah, is there not a click a link in the email? It says click link to reset password.
Oh, okay. I was at the wrong thing. Okay.
There's a long link.
So let's try this. Medium. Okay. Well, it is what it is. I say my password is Medium. Well, thank you very much. Your password has been reset. Okay, so let's try this now. And then it tells me invalid. What in the hell is going on here?
You've just created it, haven't you? And now saying valid.
Exactly. Just created it. They sent me the link. They said you can use it. Log in here. Okay. This is a little bit too bizarre. I just created it. Oh my my goodness. If I had here, I would pull it out. I have no idea.
I don't either because I tried to reset it and it didn't work. I'm going to try and
And
log in as myself.
it said that it reset it and took me to a link to log in, which I tried, and then it says it's not working. Error
Right.
message.
I hate this country. GL4A. I'm going to try and log in as me. Oh, I think I reset my password recently.
Sorry, that key does not appear to be valid. About, log, contact.
Right. So my account works.
Yours work?
Yeah. I've logged in with my account and a password I created the other day. But it's meaningless unless you can actually access this to see what I'm doing. So
yeah, that's strange.
Very
Not
strange.
exactly sure what is going on here.
I wonder whether I can have a look at the users and see what it says. It's probably. I wonder if it's security level. I wonder if Steve is the super user. Here we got Brian B. Sykes in email, but username is Brian Sykes. You're an administrator. Steve Light is an administrator. We're all administrators, so we should be able to. I wonder if I delete you and then Tell you what. Why don't I try and create a new user?
Did you have to be confirmed to be a administrator, kind of like what he did with the Google Plus thing? You have to click on that you want to be a manager or something like that?
No.
No?
I'm going to add a new user. Can you give me a different email account and different email address that works? And I'll see if that works.
A different email address?
Yeah. Have you got a different email address that works?
Yes. I have several.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a new username. I'm going to create an account and see if you can log in like that for now.
Okay.
So username, what do you want it to be so you don't get it confused with the other one?
How about just B Sykes 12? Number 12. B Sykes 12.
B Sykes 12. What's the email address for that one?
And we'll use Brian at Investor Life Labs.
BRYAN.
Yes.
At Investor.
At Investor Life Labs.
INVESTOR.
Yes. LIFELABS.com.
No hyphens, no dots, nothing. InvestorLifeLabs.com.
Yeah.
Brian at InvestorLifeLabs.com. First name, Brian. Last name, Sykes. That doesn't matter. Website doesn't matter. Password required. Can we just use that one that you know well? Nice, easy one.
The 3TO.
Whatever. Yeah. What was that? 3 small t.
3 small case T.
Yep.
The letter O, small O.
Yep.
Capital P as in Paul. Yep. Small B as in Brian. Number 1.
Yep.
Capital M as in Mary. And small case Z as in zebra.
Yep. So I've got to do that again. 3. See, I should know this by now. 3 T O capital P. What was the next one?
B.
Yep.
Small case B as in Brian.
Yep.
And then 1. Yep. Capital M as in Mary. Small case Z.
Right. Right, you should get an email anyway with that, but you should be able to log in right now as B Sykes 12. That's BSYKES 12, and then with that
Okay.
password. And if this
Okay.
doesn't work, I will throw the computer in the street. I don't think it's the computer's fault, actually. I think the computer's probably okay.
So do
Crazy
I have to
stuff.
wait for the upgrade, or I can
Yep.
just try it? Okay, let
Oh,
me
you
try
should
it.
be up and the point is if it's a database working properly, it should all
Okay, so let me check it. B
work.
Sykes 12. 3 T O capital P D 1 Z. I think that's working. Dashboard coming up.
Da,
Oh
da,
my,
da.
that was
How
so
cool.
much craziness.
So you should if you click down the bottom. Sorry, if you click on the left-hand side, you should see something about 2/3 of the way down called users.
Yes.
If you click on users, you should see your old account and your new account, and you should see everything. And I don't know why the other one wasn't working, but whatever. Okay, got it?
Oh. So there's no picture for the new ones. So do I have to re-register with Avatar now?
No, I think I just want to show you how to. I didn't really understand the Gravatar thing. I mean, for me, it didn't work very well. So I'm going to just show you how to actually post to put content up, and
Oh, okay.
we'll worry about linking it up with Gravatar. In theory, is quite good because then whenever you go to, there's loads and loads of different websites that use it. So for example, me, whenever I'm let me send you a link in the Google Hangout and you'll be able to see.
I see the challenge here with the old. The name was misspelled.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it had SKYES. So that's why I was saying this is not you. There's an error here.
Oh, yeah. Of course, he spelt it wrong, hasn't he? Bless him.
Yeah, yeah. So change.
Okay.
So
Well, listen, log out then and try and log in with whatever that password was most recently set to.
with Brian Skies.
I can't. Well, this is actually. Should we just delete that user, and then because the problem is your username doesn't matter, but you're not going to remember always to log in with the misspelling, are you?
I can if I have that software that keeps track of all these things. Otherwise, I wouldn't. But I say just leave it as is if it's working.
Okay, because like
Yeah.
your display name will be fine and everything else will be fine, but you'll just have to remember to log in with the misspelling because we can't change the usernames.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
log out then and see if you can log in with Brian Skies.
Okay.
Oh. Well, that's the thing. That's just me misreading it because I'm looking at it and thinking, well, it's got to be Brian Sykes. I wouldn't even bother to look at the order of the letters.
That is so funny. So let's
Let's
try
see.
it here and see. Brian Skies.
Have you logged out?
Yes.
And you're logging in with the most recent password set, yeah?
Z, and let's see if that works. It didn't work with that password. 3TO. Let me try it one more time. 3TO.
You could try resetting the password now again.
No, it didn't work with Brian Skies.
Okay, we'll tell you what I'll do then. What you can do, you can log in with the other one. Log in with the
Okay.
one that you know works. You can then change your password to whatever the hell you like by changing. You can edit the other user. You can edit Brian Skies. You can't change the username, but you can change the password to whatever you like. And that's what I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand.
Okay.
Well, I'm updating it. It was saving it and everything, but so it should have worked immediately. And you were logging in, it wasn't working. And it's like, oh yeah, username spelled differently, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I see someone put a post on here. It's 4 pages.
Really? I can't see that.
That's what it says. One post, 4 pages.
Oh no. What that is there are 4 automatic pages.
Oh,
Home,
oh, oh.
about, blog, and contact. There is no content in any of those, and the post itself, that is just a welcome post. So we're going to do the first post now, and I'm going to show you how to do it, take you through it step by step. I'm going to do one, and you're going to follow me and do your own one. Okay? So you logged in now on something? No, he's gone. Lost him.
So I'll go back and change the passwords and stuff later. Now I know how to get on.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do a post now, right? So on the left-hand side, you should be able to see something quite near the top which says posts. Yeah?
That says posts, yes.
Yeah, okay. And we're going to create a new post. So when you click on that, next to the word posts that pops up on that screen, you should have add new. Yep.
Add new.
Can you see that? Or it's,
yes.
There's actually 3 different ways to get this, but it doesn't really matter. You can go underneath where it says posts on the left-hand side. You can also go next to the word posts that's big on the kind of towards the left, but not quite on the left-hand margin. And then you can go on the very top. You can add a new. There's a plus just to the right of the Greater Life for All. But okay. It doesn't matter. Whichever way you do it, click on Add New. Yep.
Okay.
What can you see now?
Easy enough. Yeah, I see both of them. I see the one under all posts. I see the one next to posts.
Okay, so have you clicked Add New?
And it's trying to do something here. Is another screen supposed to pop up? Oh, there it is. It's enter the title. And so you can actually just cut and paste from a document you already created, right?
We're going to do one right now. So I'm going to do my Architects of the Future of Humanity post, and then you're going to do your welcome post, which is that basic Google Doc that you've already created, right? We can change these all later, so it doesn't really matter, but just let's pretend that we know what we're doing.
Okay. Let's say hello, welcome. I'll say hello world.
My internet's really slow. Is anyone using anything? Oh, that's good, Sam. Sorry, Brian, I was just...
That's okay.
Okay, so what have you done now?
I'm just writing, thinking of a title here. I just put welcome. Right. And where do let's see. Do you just cut and paste, or can you just download from your computer? Where are those documents?
Cut and paste.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just open something up here.
Well, you might as well do one that is going to be right, but you might as well do the one from the Google Doc, right? The introduction one, because we might as well do something that is useful.
Okay.
I'm thinking the one I'm thinking of is the
Which
do a
one?
relatively new. You did a relatively new one, which was.
Do you remember the
title?
It was the
yeah.
Let's see, which one was it? I don't remember what the
It wasn't
title.
notes, it was the other one. It was content. GL for a. It was our story. Out of many, one collective purpose is born. Yeah. Was
So
it
the
that one?
portal one,
I'm just trying to think.
our story,
Yeah. I
our
would just take.
works. I think it is Great for a project. What is the great? No, it's not that one either. The notes?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Any of these. I thought there was a different one that we had. I was sure. A
Yeah,
more
because these
recent.
are all speaking kind of like in our own language,
Yeah.
kind of to each
I'm
other.
sure you. I'm sure you put one. Mind you, Steve is a. Huh.
How
Wasn't a
about I use
creed.
the creed?
Yeah. Let's go with the creed because that's pretty good. Now that's a PDF, so you should be able to select the text. Yeah. Have you gone?
Okay, my Hangout just left me.
Yeah, it's really slow, isn't it?
I'm not sure why.
Maybe you're in Panama.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason why. It kind of does this whole rain thing every
Yeah.
afternoon, and it kind of slows everything down. So I can just cut and paste with this.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm
Okay,
going
let's do
to.
that real quickly, and then we shall be all done here. Well, I think we are done. Let's see.
Now, before you get too carried away, what
Well,
I'd
no,
like you
it
to
didn't
do.
paste just yet. There it is.
Okay, I'd like you to think about some categories and some tags and all that sort of stuff, so we roughly know. I mean, we'll change these all as we go, but in general, it would be nice to have an idea of what sort of things we're going to be writing on, which should match kind of the general categories of love, life, live, learn, and all that sort of stuff, right? Maybe.
Right.
So,
So where do you put those tags? Uh,
what
or
are
do you
those
have
four
to?
categories? What are those four categories?
Say again?
I'm losing you. What are the categories?
Well, where do you put the tags? Like, where do you do that?
Okay. Have you saved your draft? Look on the top right where it says publish. You should be able to save your draft, yeah?
Right.
Okay. Then, down underneath that, you will have format, which you'll leave. Underneath format, you'll have categories. You should see everything and uncategorized.
I see. Standard link, gallery, quote, image, video, audio, all categories uncategorized. So uncategorize this?
Do you not see everything?
Everything. Okay. I need that checked.
No, you're going to create a new category.
So add new category. Okay.
Now you're going to add 4 new categories like live, love, learn, and whatever the lead, wasn't it? Okay, so just
Yes.
add those 4 categories. Just type in the word, then click on the button underneath, add category, then do it again.
So each one of them must be separate, or you put them on the same
Separate. You're
line.
going to create 4 new categories for now.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Simple enough. Learn and lead. I feel like I'm in school.
I know.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
Lovely.
So that's
So
complete.
now you know how to add categories. That's fine. Now we're just putting this one in everything. But there could be, you know, other categories like general or introduction or basic information or whatever. But you can create that, and we can do that after the fact. It doesn't really matter. Now you know how to create categories. Now we're going to go underneath categories and create tags. And it would be useful for you to just create a couple of tags to do with whatever this is. And this might be not about us or anything general like that, but it might be any of the. Are there any good keywords in there? Is that like dogmas or principles or something like that? Creed, I guess,
Um,
is a good one.
uh, I
I mean,
think
don't
so.
agonize over it.
Did
Just
I
create
put
a
like
couple of.
human potential or something like that in there? Highest power.
Yeah, just put a
Um,
couple. You just type in a word, put a comma, type in another one, put a comma. Just maybe do 3 different tags. What happens? Categories are kind of like folders that you. No, that's not quite right. Um, Sort of like folders that you can put posts in. Tags are labels that you can put on them. Now, the categories and tags are really kind of the same thing, but tags you tend to have lots of them. You could have like 60 or 70 or 80 tags on a site. On categories, you generally tend to have fewer than 10. And categories might be like those 4 areas. And there might be other things as well, like other categories might be get involved or projects or missions and that sort of stuff. And it's just a way when we operate it, the menu will allow people to click on categories and see everything related to those categories. It's kind of like a tab in the actual website. We'll have tabs as well, but it's kind of another way to navigate it. And tags, they'll be able to search. If they search for a word that's in a tag, any post that's been tagged with that will show up.
oh, okay. Okay. That's
It's quite
interesting.
it's quite good. It's quite good actually. It's quite useful.
Does that help with the what do you call the Google search? Is that the whole point of it, or what's the point of it?
For people, once they get to our website, they'll see all the lists of things, topics that people have posted on.
So like if they put in value and purpose and intention, those kinds of things that they're looking for,
Correct.
that everything as tags, every post that has those words in there will pop up for them.
Well, that's if it's a search. If they search for those words, any post with any of those words will come up. But what we tend to do, what I think we'll probably do, is we'll have like a tag cloud, which will show up in the sidebar somewhere, and it'll give people an idea of the sorts of things we have written about. And then if they click on,
Ah,
say, values, or where they see values, anyone who's tagged a post with the word values will show up. So it's quite kind of neat way of allowing people to navigate without it being too cumbersome. It's nice.
okay, I got you. Okay,
So create
very
a
nice.
couple of tags, and then you're going to publish.
And then you publish. Oh,
And don't worry, we can always unpublish later. It's fine. We're basically going to
let's
publish, and then
see. Publish. Okay, I believe it's gone. Okay, I hit publish. So where is it?
so now I should be able to see it. So I'm going to see if I can see it. Well, you will be able to see it as well. If you go to posts, you should be able to
And
see. Oh, it says you're currently editing at the moment.
it does.
Yeah, have you?
I push published.
You've pressed publish, have you? Okay. Now click on the top of the screen where it says next to it the title. Oh, it's right. It's okay. It's done now. Right. I'm going to click on it now. I'm clicking on it. You should be able to click View Post somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't see that. It says update, move to trash, preview changes, publish, edit.
Near the title on the left-hand side, it should be able to say View Post. I can see it.
Oh yeah, it's up there. Wow, there's a lot to see here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
So it's there. So now you want to. Oh, that's how it's going to look. Well, you might want to put some format that's different, so it kind of is a bit easier to read, maybe. But that's essentially the whole process. You've learned how to create a post, how to create categories, how to create tags. Couldn't be easier, right? It's actually it's actually not a bad system. It's actually not a bad system for actually doing. No, it's not as it's not as friendly as say posting on Google Plus or anything like that. But you know, these things took time as well, didn't they? Really.
Yeah, but it's not terribly bad. So you know, it's not a big issue. It's doable. Believe me, at worst.
You don't have to get any more complicated than that. Now, what I would do is I would look at that and then look at the editing. So I would go on the left-hand side now on the dashboard. You should be able to see posts again, and click on posts and click on edit the post, and then maybe give it a bit more space and stuff, because it looked quite.
But you know, that was the idea about it. It was do you remember seeing the Living Creed? It was kind of like this artsy kind of thing. Yeah, it was the color. So it was meant to be kind of like almost a what do you call those things? Like sort of this one-page infographic kind of thing.
Correct. I remember that. So you might want to do that one then as a graphic and upload it as an image.
Because it was in a PDF. I have a PDF. So can you download that?
Yeah.
That way?
What you can do is, if you want to, you can. If you don't want the text to happen, you just go to Add Media underneath the title where it says Welcome, and it'll allow you to upload the PDF.
Oh.
But probably you want to convert it to a JPEG first, because I don't think you'll really want a PDF showing straight on the website.
Right, right.
You might want to mess around with the format. Above the categories, there's a few different options for format, and if you go for an image type post, it might work better. I don't know. I haven't messed around with that too much.
Okay. I can play around with it and see what happens. I don't mind the exploration.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not the best use of your time, but it's good that you can at least post. Now, I'm also going to show you now the last thing, just so you know. You can log in, you can create a post, you can create categories, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to show you how to create a post by email, because you might want to do that, right?
By email?
Would you want to do that? Would you want to send an email and then it turns into a post, so you don't have to worry about logging in and all that sort of stuff? Or
that would be interesting. I didn't know you could do such.
You can. You can. Just trying to see where. Right. Post by email. Settings. I'm just going to see if I can do general settings. I create an email address. You send an email to that. You send an email to that email address, and it will turn it into post and automatically put it up there.
Huh.
I'm just trying to find the email address. Post via email. To post to WordPress by email, you must set up a secret email account.
A
But keep this
email
address
account?
very secret. Okay. Right, I'm going to let Steve do that and just tell us what the email address is.
Okay.
Because it's not. I don't know. I have to set up a mail server, and I'm not going to do that. So basically, we will get Steve to send us what the email address is, and then if we want to, if we're out and about and we have an idea, we don't want to go through the hassle of logging in and creating the posts and all that sort of stuff. We don't have to send it to Steve either. We can just send it to this email address as an email, and it will parse it all and work it out and stick it up as a post.
Okay.
That's not going to happen that often, but you know, it might happen from time to time.
Who do we have as a person that could
possibly
look at these posts for like editing and that kind of thing? I don't think I'm the most effective writer. I probably speak more efficiently than I write, so I always send things in for people to kind of look at and edit accordingly.
I don't think Sam or Mark are particularly good at that either. They're kind of they're better talkers than readers. I think someone like Stephanie would be quite good at that. Maybe we could get her to. I mean, we want to distribute it. We do. We'd want to put. You know, if we're posting and all that sort of stuff, it would be nice to have an editor once a week or once every couple of days who just goes in to clean stuff up and proofread it and check it's okay.
Right, right.
So maybe you post out on the Google. By the way, we don't have a Google Plus community yet. We have what's called a Google Plus page, which is a bit of a pain in the ass because it means you have a separate Google Plus identity now. When I was doing the reasonable eating, I ended up getting rid of it because I'd created a different Google Plus profile. So I was having to switch between myself and my Google Plus profile in order to manage my channel and everything, and it was kind of a real pain. So I'm not sure the best way to get around that because if we set up a community that is managed, if we set that up as our Google Plus Greater Life for All identity, we have to be in the Google Plus Greater Life for All mode in order to access that. And it's just like, well, do we all want to be switching between Google Plus modes? I don't think we do we?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's a lot.
Well, I initially thought it would be fine. I'd just have one browser for one and one for the other and have two separate browsers operating that are permanently logged in. But then it just became a pain to switch between them. Because I was in Reasonable Eating, I was posting for Reasonable Eating, and then I was posting for Reasonable Wealth, and I had to come out of Google Plus, sign out, and swap, and it's just like, really? You know, because my phone, I can't install two versions of the Google Plus app on my phone. So I actually had to sign out of one account and sign back in. And I just thought, I don't think anyone wants to be doing that level of complexity, do we?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that is a bit cumbersome.
Let's choose easy. Let's for now, you know what to do. You know how to log in.
Yes.
You know how to create posts. So what I would do is, why don't you get some content up, and then I will have a look at it for now because I'm not too bad.
Okay.
And I'll just give it the once over. It's okay to publish it because the site's not really live, so you can publish it. I'll have a look at it and see how it works.
Okay, so I'll get something up over the weekend is what I wanted to do. I'm flushing through a couple of books that I'm reading. I'm reading Buckminster Fuller's Synergistics. Have you read that?
It's a great book, but it's heavy, isn't it?
Ah, I love it though.
Yeah, you will. You'll love it. I love that. Sam will love that. I'm not sure most people would love that, but it's incredible.
I almost couldn't put it down.
The depth he gets into is just his clarity of thought is astonishing, isn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant, brilliant. I almost couldn't put it down. That's why I say I got so caught up in it because he's talking about the nature of systems and this idea about synergy. And I've seen the word entropy before, but I never thought about that from the perspective of synergy, centropy,
Yeah.
and connecting. And I think that's often the challenge is sometimes people can see the whole but don't realize that there are some significant parts connected to the whole, and you miss out on being in the process of things instead of wanting the end part. So a
I'm
lot
with
of
you on
times
that, Brian.
success.
I'm really excited. Sorry, I lost you there, and I thought you finished. Carry on.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I love it as well, and I think that what I really like is the fact that he's talking always about how the whole has got so much more going on than we really think, and for us to try and analyze. And I took that thinking not further, but along the line of, you know what? What science does by looking at one variable at a time and saying that this variable has an effect or doesn't, and then looking at the next variable in isolation, it's completely missing the point that these variables might integrate in a way that is totally unpredicted by their independent function.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
we
You're
assume that,
right, and I think it's always moving towards this like balance.
yes, and I think it's a mistake of science to think, for example, the classic one with food is that you measure something's calories in the laboratory and think that burning it in the laboratory is approximately the same as how the body burns it independently.
Hmm.
That's a huge leap of faith. It's not a scientific leap to assume that burning a peanut in the laboratory and the amount of energy it gives out will always be given out exactly the same way for all people when it's burnt by the body, used up the body, irrespective of what other foods might be eaten at the same time, or the hormones in all the independent people's bodies. So it's like, that's just a very, very simple example of how science, in attempting to understand things by isolating, can often miss the point of something much potentially greater.
Yes, yes, that's powerful. Yeah, yeah. So there's
So
a
it's
couple of his books that I'm actually sifting through, and I'm going to produce some content off of it.
brilliant. So, for example, in one of the categories that you could create is influences, or something like that, and that would be something like, Buckminster Fuller could be one of the influences, along with a bunch of other people like Wattles or where does the idea of greater life for all come from? Luminaries throughout history who've espoused this type of thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and
So,
the new economy or things that I'm exploring really is about this new economy, a new sense of currency on measuring, the
yeah.
well-being of all. So
Mm.
I'm some for some reason those things are really hitting me strong, and that's what I've been researching and looking at this essence of systems thinking and write about that and then post it.
Sounds perfect. Lost you a little bit there.
Yeah.
I've got dinner coming now, so I'm going to let you go. But basically, we're all good now. You can post, you can create categories, you can get. If I were you, I think it would be nice to just start putting some content up. I'll try and look at it whenever it goes up, and then see. And I'll get Steve to look at the overall theme and how the theme works, because that is just a holding theme. He's actually. I bought a really nice theme for it that he can use, and there were some examples actually in the Google Drive. There's some examples of how it could look. And so I'll just get Steve to cast his eye on that. But it's really going to be up to me and you to put up a lot of the content, really.
Okay, so I'll get to it get some up this weekend. Was
Yeah,
my plan.
rock
So
and
that's
roll.
why I was emailing you to see if you heard anything about
Yeah.
the how to do it. So now I know, and I can get
Yep.
to it. Excellent.
Fantastic. I love the idea that you're unleashed now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Let's slowly working my way back to a sense of some normalcy, I guess you can say.
Brilliant. Okay, well, I've got dinner. Have a wonderful. Is it Friday
Okay.
today or Thursday? It's Thursday today, isn't it?
Thursday.
So we'll have a great whatever you're doing
Yes.
tomorrow, and then a great weekend, and we'll be in touch. We should probably do a touch base over the weekend, just with the guys.
Okay.
Okay, but
Okay. Definitely.
all right. Keep doing what you're doing, mate.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Okay.
Bye.
Be well.